trying to remember where we started. That's always the hardest part.
It is, yes. That's fair. That's a unit. It's like an essay, right? Where do we start? Where did you guys start? You guys. Okay, so it was a little bit of a whiplash because Alec wasn't there. We started. You and I and Fred, with you guys talking to Edward and Rickard and Ian and Cade, and then it was you breaking or you disseminating like what happened to Abigail. That's where we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was an interesting time. Smile.
Smile.
Frown.
The face where the guy's going, yeesh, and he's biting his teeth, just like, oh, awkward.
Ooh.
I don't know what that emote's called.
Pulling his collar.
Oh, I know the one.
What's it called?
Grimacing.
Oh, grimace.
Oh,
I've
that one.
seen cultures where people don't smile. Practice smiling. Have you seen those?
I have
That's gotta be
not.
uncomfortable to see.
Yeah.
So
It's almost like
There's
watching
this
Blair
thing.
smile.
if you hold a forced smile for forget the exact number of seconds, but after a certain number of seconds, and it's pretty short, you look like you need to poop rather than happy.
That explains why I'm smiling so often.
What if it's
That's a
both?
lot. I'm happy I need to poop. Let's go, constipation squat! Anyways, so yeah, so you guys, or rather, Sias, you disseminated what happened to Blair. Your trip to the.
Abigail.
Oh yeah, my bad. Too many names. Too many strong women that
Whew.
I stand.
Don't fucking lose
That's
Blair,
also
please.
practically in one way or another.
Yeah, so you disseminated what happened to you and Abigail. You guys took your trip into the Night Imperium, and everyone had their takes.
Reactions.
Mm-hmm. But the night concluded, and Varric did talk to Sajar about that. This can't keep happening. Like it can't, right? It's like no one is. You guys lost Abigail, one person now, and like a clinical take on it. If this happens later down the line, where you guys have a lot more people pissed at you or whatever, it's not gonna be one person, and it might be the end of all of you. So it has to be curtailed now. So. Who knows what will come of that? And Silas, you went to go apologize to Toll. Was it Tollus?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Tollus. Yeah, Tollus, because Tollus did it again.
Got the
Misinformation to Amber's point and credit, who totally called her out for it. What'd she say when she was leaving? She like elbowed Tollus and says, "Good going, kid," and then left. Good times. Good times.
Woof.
You guys shared what happened at your respective destinations of Zolimus and Morgan's home village. Hometown sounds better. Hometown.
The home hole.
WTF
Home
slime
hole slime
people?
people.
Home hole.
The slime. Again, it's a good thing that Alec, Fred, wait, who? It was Nina. Alec and Nina, you guys were there listening in on it, but much more so for Alec, because how he missed that part of Sesh. So we had a lot less to explain out of game as to what the fuck happened. Right, so that, like, silver linings and all that. Let's see.
Morgan caught Silas taking notes on things, and then the conversation got distracted before I could continue talking to them about it.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Anyways.
Very good. Let's see. You guys talked about your plans going forward. You guys talked about all the fucking money you got. You talked about figuring out where that money's going. Amber has not disclosed that to everyone that you're going to the capital, by the way. She's keeping that hush-hush amongst certain people. That sort of stuff. What else? Amber called out Tollus. Or my bad, Tollus wanted to talk to Amber. That didn't go well. Anushka followed and intervened on that. That didn't go well.
Well.
Relationship status on Facebook. Oh my bad, the Book of Faces. Single.
Oh no. Shame.
Wah, 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 wah.
There are no hot singles in your area.
It's Amber's doing like finger guns at the camera. What else? You guys did yet Delva to negotiate with Amber. It took a lot of effort. So many things were busted out for that. Mom and dad energy, Bard energy, sibling energy, all the romance energy, wisdom energy.
In the end, it worked out.
It did work out. So
Fuck
Amber
yeah.
and Tolis are on neutral now. But again, if Tolis fucks up again, Amber is not giving another chance. That will probably be it. So there's that. You guys talked about going forward. You guys got your lunar equipment. You guys talked about going to Boar's Village. Yeah. Anything else you guys would like to add?
Check my notes.
Silence is an addition, technically. In the same way a vacuum of air being introduced to oxygen is.
There was one of the things that we did Thursday, but I mean, I guess that probably we can just address that as we open the session, right? Regarding the new addition to.
Oh, you and I did Thursday. I thought they meant last Thursday.
No.
I was like, last week's Thursday. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could talk about it now, because we got a hot start, so to speak.
Right. So I guess sort of as we are preparing to leave for Blair's Village, Alexander does say, "Okay, there's someone we need to pick up. He'll be coming with us." And it is Lord Trayern's son, Oscar Trayern, who is a slayer, and will be sort of going through a trial run with us to Blair's Village to sort of at Lord Trayern's request, see if he's fit to sort of come along with us in our adventures. Yet again, Alexander has been left alone and has cropped up
It says
out
stop,
of nowhere
stop.
with another new recruit.
Alexander, you have a problem.
Look, all I'm saying is that it is a company. We have a certain number of people we need to keep. Salesforce companies have like 50 people.
We lost one and we gained another yet again.
These things happen.
Verdane must have a similar mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
I ain't Redane.
Let's see, Oscar.
That's
No,
true.
it's Sir Oscar. 'Cause he
For
is.
now.
There he is.
The first thing I thought of was it's like crabs. We all eventually evolve.
What, you evolve into Redane? Is that you're saying that's the bottom of it? That's the bottom
Oh,
of
God,
evolution
no.
is Redane? I mean, it's certainly an efficient society. I'll give it that. But yeah, that's Oscar. He'll be coming along with you guys. He does wield two elven honor blades to Altani's absolute joy, and it's honestly to a point where Altani is like, I could go help Vaso installing all of them, but also I can talk to the new guy. Maybe he's my rival. So many
And
more
his
of you
name
guys
is,
are going, and Altani is like a group-based person, so she'll go with you guys.
It was Oscar
She-
Trayon.
Correct, Sir Alec typed out the name. In, company
Great
chat.
in company gender.
Oscar Trayan. Yeah, so him and Altani, or I guess Altani at him, will have some interesting conversations. Yeah, just for your guys' reference, Oscar is a multi-class. He is a paladin and ranger multi-class. His ranger abilities can use his charisma. That being said, he has like nothing that would use the wisdom anyways, except for like one thing, I think, and spells. So it doesn't really matter too much for him.
He's a charisma ranger. I love that.
Hunter Ranger.
Hunter ranger.
Hunter Ranger and Oath of Ancients Paladin. Meaning he does exude an aura of warding. So spells while you're within 10 feet of him do half damage.
Isn't also
And then you also get aura protection.
aura protection, right?
I both do and don't want to be near him at the same time.
Am I misremembering? Don't they also get advantage?
It's
on
done
spell
to you,
saves?
I believe.
Do they? Let me do it.
Uh,
Like the aura gives it, or they themselves have it?
The aura.
No, it's only resist. I'm looking at it now. It says you and friendly creatures within 10 feet have resistance to damage from spells.
Okay, yeah, I was misremembering.
It should be
might
fine
be
to
a thing
cast
later.
from the aura, Nina.
Yeah, you can cast from the aura. It doesn't do anything in that regard.
Oh, it doesn't reduce damage when you're the one, like when an ally.
It only
casts?
affects people damage you're taking,
Oh.
and only if you're his ally. So he's not going to give the aura to like an enemy of yours unless he's betraying you.
Oh, gosh.
We've known you for 5 minutes. How can you betray us?
Why does it
Yeah.
hurt so bad?
But yeah, Oscar will be coming with you guys. He is well aware of who Blair was, 100% of that. And he has given his promise and has been instructed not to muck around of anything at the village. So, it's anticipated to be quiet, but Oscar and every Seeker and Slayer will just remark, in the twins, trouble finds you. Right, you don't go looking for trouble, it finds you. So, even if you might anticipate it to be quiet, it's not going to be quiet.
Don't we know it?
Yeah.
How does he want to be addressed?
Oscar is fine. No, sir, any formalities will be needed.
Oscar Rudiston. Reach out for a handshake.
Shake your hand. I appreciate the opportunity. I would say Alexander, roll me. Actually, no, you don't need to roll perception sight based on this, unless you want to try to flex that you can do it with advantage. I guess I don't fucking know. Okay. Roll perception with advantage. Okay, so it's even better. That's such a poetic end to this bit. You do note that Oscar does, like, as he's like maneuvering around, he does have like a journal or like some sort of small book that is held, like, it's like in his like under his like breastplate, so it's like close to his chest.
That's where he writes his. No, I'm not gonna say the word. But I know.
Okay.
I want to know.
Okay. Hang out with Oscar more then. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Shall we?
That's where he writes his fan fiction.
Well. All right. So yeah, you guys have already planned out like your route you're taking. You guys are bringing Miles and Nesty along, so any travel time that, like, the travel time going there is a lot shorter because Nesty just sort of knows how to get there. If you're proficient in survival, you can roll that, or if you have navigators or cartographers tools, you can roll that.
Those are two tools that I don't think any of us in our group have. Well, actually, there might be.
I think Sajar might have.
America?
America has it, yeah. But then if you have proficiency in survival, you can roll that. If none of you have proficiency in survival, then I'll roll once for Anushka.
Let me
I
see.
do not.
Pretty sure I'm not. I am not.
Nope.
Sounds like Anushka.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Anushka got that. Maybe she already knows this information. Maybe this is the first time of her discovery of it. You guys are not obeying the laws of the geography when you guys are traveling with Nesty. The shortcuts you're taking make no sense on a map. Like, you should not be able to enter here and exit here. You guys aren't delving into the Feywilds. That was pretty distinct, because you notice that this guy doesn't fucking change. But it's like halfway there. So you guys are going immensely fast, all things considered, and ignoring the hardest parts of the terrain because you literally bypass it.
Having this pointed out, was there a similar kind of effect when they were going to Morgan's village?
Well, 100%.
Oh.
He just knows the way.
He knows the way.
Yeah. So the time it would, like, the forecasted time it took, like, you guys projected for getting to Blair's village is cut down by like 40%. So you guys actually earn a couple of days back in terms of breathing room, if you want to call it that, in the scheduling. So you got that going for you. But yeah, you guys go to Blair's Village. Do you guys do anything on the way? It's still like a few days to get there, even with Nesty's fast travel capabilities.
I do have something. Before I left, I see I'm proficient with a dragon chest set, which I don't know if that would just be chest in this set.
It's just a skull chest. Yeah.
You're gonna
In
put
that
chest
case-
on the roof.
Why do they call it something? That's probably a copyright thing.
Because they want to be
It's-
special.
It's Forgotten Realm specific. It's called dragon chest. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't have one in my inventory, but I did have this thought. It's just a gold piece to buy a chest set. Would I have been able to do that? before we
You
left?
would have been easily able to do that. Yes. Do you go for a fancier one, or do you go for like a default ass one?
Fancier one.
Understandable. Understandable.
It's 1 gold typically. Would it be a little bit more for that?
Just make 2.
2 gold. Gotcha. It's a half pound. Yeah. He wants to play chess with Oscar on the way. Try and teach him some strategy and see how well he can like plan his moves ahead.
Okay. Here, let's change that. Let me do that.
I love the imagery of you guys just find like an old rotting stump and have this really fancy chessboard on top. Maybe like a towel between them.
That probably is what happens since you guys are going through the heart of the twins. Yeah, so you guys, well, we won't hot start in Blair's Village. Yeah, so let's do a little prelude, a little preamble, a little wine, a little foreplay. Anyways, so you guys are.
I hate it.
You guys are traveling through the twins. Nesty is 100% your guys' point man. Anushka is trailing in the back along with Miles. Again, Morgan, you know, Miles tends to stay in the back for whatever reason. Allocated. At some point, you guys do set up for the evening. You guys manage to luckily find. No, there's no luck. There is skill. You guys managed to skillfully find a dry mound that pokes up and out of the swamp. So you guys are less concerned on swamp gas that smells, fungi, things lurking out of the water, that sort of stuff. Nesty gives a set of instructions to you guys, some are like pretty commonly known like items, like, hey, for socks are wet, just take them off and dry them off. You can rinse off your feet later if they're dirty, but the point is having dry socks is very important when you're traveling around, or else you get athlete's foot and stuff like that, or worse, stuff like that. But he also does give like some pointers on. They at times seem random, almost like he's making up advice. Anushka asserts that he is absolutely trustworthy, though. He knows what he's talking about. But the advice is, again, very weird. Or not weird, it's distinctly pointed for how out of nowhere they are. Right? It's like, when you go to sleep, sleep with your face facing this way. Like eastward, or westward, rather.
Before you turn for the night.
Okay, that
I'm
level
pretty
is
sure
true.
leprechauns don't get him.
It's very weird bits of advice. I mean, I'm assuming you guys follow it, but
Yep.
you just don't.
Can we get clarification as to why?
Do you ask him?
She will trust him because she already has so far, but she does ask why, out of pure curiosity.
Farlow's.
Barlow's?
Follows.
Far. Lows.
Finn.
Far and low. I'm well aware of the name. Here's the thing. This is a thing before you made that character, so
Yeah.
I don't feel bad at all.
No, it's fine.
They're a type of spirit. They go far and they go low. They follow the sun's path, running away from the heat.
They follow it.
He turns and looks at you.
He's not looking.
Just requesting a double check, Kasai. No reason. Ember's remark as she's like cleaning some of her stuff out from under her finger with a dagger. They chase the sun, but they're opportunists, sort of creatures. If you ever wake up to one, you don't want it stuck in with you, like a bug in your shirt. Give it a way out. Sleep facing that way.
Noted.
He nods and goes back to work. He makes at least 3 entrenchments to like, or my bad, not entrenchments, like hunting burrows.
Morgan has a
Like,
headcanon
you
that
could-
just
you
does
could
it
use
because
them-
like, it's his form of
You
a
can use them
hobby.
for lookout. You can use them
Actually.
as lookouts. Like they are like hidden lookout posts.
Yeah.
I think I've shared it.
How much of the twins, percentile-wise, is nesting entrenchments?
Well, he cleans up after himself, so
Ah, okay.
like a good survivalist.
No, of course, of course.
So while Alessander and Oscar are playing chess, can Sajar sit like a little bit away from them, like 20 or so feet? At
that
first,
did not
he's
work.
looking at their game, but then he sort of like notes how wet everything is in the swamp, and he doesn't like that. So he's going.
You guys
gonna-
unfortunately aren't super like again. You guys are on an elevated mound right now, so you guys aren't in the muck or anything like that. You guys are dry where you
Yeah.
currently are.
Humid.
It is still humid, yeah.
Yeah. So what he wants to try and do is, with precision, instead of just using his oppressive heat, just letting it radiate. He wants to try and focus and do like a clockwork sweep around him, just to see if he can.
Oh, so like sort of like sending like the sort of like a radar sort of detection. Okay.
Just to sort of practice what he's been.
Okay, this one is definitely doing something you haven't really done too much of prior. Roll me
he wants to push
roll me your
his boundaries a
spellcasting.
little bit.
Or not spellcasting. You roll me your Dune attribute. I believe it's your Constitution.
Yes.
Plus
Wait,
prof.
con? Plus prof. Would
Alessander.
that be the same as my save? Can I just roll?
Yeah, you can just roll that.
Uh,
Alessander, roll me your chess set while we're doing all this.
Ah.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's go in order. So Sajar, you attempt to do this, and it definitely, as you try to exude out and extend it, it is too unstable. So you had to pull it back. You had to reel it in, and it's a bit more secure and stable and cadenced now as you're trying to do it, but it's a lot smaller than you were initially trying to project out to. So you're able to do it, just limited. Maybe in the future you get better though.
Yeah.
Alessander, let me just let's do a thing real fast. Interesting. Oh wait, no, you get prof on that, so +4, so 19.
Damn.
He is maybe the fact that this is a game allows him to think about it differently, but he does outplay you.
Oh shit.
That you definitely find yourself on the back foot, so to speak, of the momentum. So it's an interesting observation. He's capable of thinking that far ahead, but you also remind yourself this is a game with set rules. Reality is far from so.
Yeah. Plus, it's not as heroic winning a game of chess.
True. Very true. Very true.
It's a lot less glory to be won here.
Yeah. So, as the two of you finish up, he just goes, checkmate.
He's already like, again, he's not surprised he was on the back foot for the whole latter half of the game.
You're immune to that.
Exactly.
You're not surprised.
He's rubbing his chin. He says, "So it is. So it is.
You held out a hand. A good game, though, sir.
It was." And he reaches out and shakes it. Now, if you can apply that strategic thinking in actual combat, I think we might have something to work with.
Something to work with, sir? I'm not following.
With his dismissive hand. Just, something I heard about you is all. You're real eager for glory, wouldn't you say?
He nods slowly up and down at that.
Yeah.
He insight checks you.
Yeah. I guess I'll roll a deception.
Yeah, and thank God he doesn't know that. Like, he knows that his father asked you to bring him alive. He doesn't know to what end.
Yeah. I think that's fine. He continues. Glory's all well and good, but not when you throw away caution and strategic thinking, tapped his temple, in the pursuit of it.
I understand, sir. I mean, it's certainly not any goal of mine to do so, but I understand your concern.
Sometimes we get blinded by the lights.
Sometimes the lights are all we got to look forward to. The only thing guiding us through the dark. So I think it's understandable one can get blinded by them.
Glances at the flavor text of the Quicksilver holster. He nods slowly. Well, regardless, how about another game?
I don't see any reason. Altani skulks behind him and grabs him from behind like a hug. Hey, what are you guys doing?
We were playing a game of chess. You ever play?
No, I'd rather fight with swords. Hey, Oscar, do you want to fight?
Damn,
Real
straight to the point. Jesus.
Real subtle.
Miss Altani, we dueled in the morning. Uh-huh. And I lost. Uh-huh. What's the point of dueling again in the evening? To see if you got better? We've only been traveling for the day. We haven't exactly been training. But maybe you got better while you're walking around or something. I don't know. Did you want to fight?
You might get better RNG.
He pulls out a Game Boy Advance. I don't know. I spent it all getting the shiny.
Is it a shiny Charizard? It's a shiny Charizard though.
It's a shiny Charizard. It's a shiny. It's a
Oh,
100%
shit,
shiny
dude.
Charizard. You fucking know it. You fucking know it. Anyways. Please. He's just like shaking him up and down. And he's in like full kit right now, right? So he wears like a breastplate or half plate rather and stuff like that. Let it be known